Okay, let's get across today's headlines with Sky News senior reporter Cam Redden. And let's start with this big story. We've had the Prime Minister respond and Peter Dutton, Cam, come out pretty strongly as well.
We have, Erin, and the Border Force confirming just in the last 90 minutes or so that this operation continues in the northwestern parts of WA, a place called Beagle Bay, a town of around 300 or so people. So the arrival of between 20 and 30 men, who we understand have originally come from Pakistan, really did come as some surprise to the locals. We don't hear a lot out of government or agencies when it comes to these so-called on-water matters, or even when those matters ultimately make it to land. So our Sky News colleague Olivia Casely has done some great work getting the details around this scenario. We understand that these men arrived looking for water. They were trying to catch their breath after the ordeal, and that's about the extent of our knowledge at this point. We don't know exactly how they got there. There hasn't been any remnant of a boat found in the region as yet. The Prime Minister was asked about this earlier today, and the news of their arrival also came as news to him.
I've been travelling in the car, so I'm not. I haven't been advised about that, but our policies are very, very clear. Our policies are clear, which is that boats that arrive in that fashion, we have policies in place to ensure that they're dealt with.
So I think the Prime Minister here needs to answer some serious questions. Minister O'Neill needs to stand up today to provide an explanation to the Australian public about what is going on and how this government has lost control of our borders.
So the Prime Minister was travelling in a car, so wasn't aware about that. He should be absolutely filthy with his staff. If that is not going directly to him when it happens, it's what century are we in? There are phones. That blows my mind. Let's move on, Cam. Peter Dutton has also lashed Labor's energy policies as, well, a train wreck.
He has, Erin. I think what we're seeing here is a glimpse into the next round of the big energy policy debate in Australia, which is going to look at the setting of a 2035 climate emissions or carbon emissions target. We know that Labor has legislated 43% cut by 2030, as well as the ultimate goal of net zero by 2050. But this pressure to come up with the 2035 target is going to be a big political fight. Many of the states have already gone there themselves, like New South Wales, Victoria, even Queensland in recent days is looking to legislate something upwards of a 70% target by 2035. Labor yet to settle on what that target is going to be for the government. The coalition is leaning heavily in towards nuclear energy, while it still comes up with the depth of its next policy and the breadth of an energy policy that it will take to the next election. You mentioned some of the pressure the Prime Minister is going to come under on this issue, Erin. It was pressure of a different kind today when he was standing up from protesters attending one of the PM's events.
Through our energy price relief plan, through cheaper medicines, through cheaper childcare, by addressing cost of living pressures which are there. Thanks.
Health emergency.
I'll take questions from them.
And you're ignoring it.
I'm happy to talk about it. How about we?
I'm really sorry.
How about we talk to the journalists, and then I'm happy to have a discussion with you as well.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Why is she protesting him? He loves climate change. He's all over it. That's mind-blowing.